UConn, 10-point win over Texas. Welcome to the Sleepers Media YouTube channel, by the way, where we're doing one of our game recaps. We do this for all of the good games every single night this season. Go subscribe to the channel. Anyways, UConn 5-0, looking very much like a contender for best team in college basketball right now. Texas, fresh off of the 1-point buzzer beater victory over Louisville, looked a lot more competent today. I thought they were up for the challenge even without Caden Shedrick against UConn. UConn, some interesting stuff from this game to pick out for UConn, but I think my biggest thing with UConn is they got a lot of guys. They are not just Donovan Clingan and Tristan. Like they got a lot of guys.
Yeah, I got a take that I wanted to bring to this UConn portion, and I would love your thoughts on it. You know how we talk about like Houston and like they have a system, and like whoever Sampson puts out there, Sampson's going to get those guys to play his way, the way they need to play, and ways that are going to win them basketball games. I'm starting to feel this way about this UConn team because you look at, the first half and you're watching the game and you check the box score at half too. And you're like, man, Tristan Newton's not shooting that well. Man, Donovan Clingan has 2 points. And, Cam Spencer's really not playing all that well or whatnot. But they're still winning the basketball game, and guys are still playing hard, and you're getting contributions from Samson Johnson and other guys on this team. I think there is something to say about this UConn team program and like culture-wise, what they do, because I think every guy on that team, 1 through 12 or 1 through 15, whatever the numbers are on it, play the way that Hurley wants them to play and plays a really tough and winning way of basketball games. And it reminds me of Houston somewhat, just as how people always talk about Houston's system and what they can be. And I'm thoroughly impressed what this UConn team is able to do with the guys they have and the pieces they have missing, like guys like Stephon Castle and guys like Clingan not necessarily playing like what you thought he would play coming into this season. So I'm really, really impressed with this UConn team.
Yeah, Caravan's just like nasty, right? Like
Caravan and Clingan are the best front court in the country. Every coach that has a dominant big man or is going to have a dominant big man moving forward, you need to go find the Alex Caravan archetype, the prototype. Go find another one of him, put him next to your 5, and you will be in business.
So it's a good point, because I'm starting to imagine if Purdue had Alex Caravan starting at the 4. It would be wrapped up. The national championship would be wrapped up.
Imagine if Kansas had Alex Caravan.
If Creighton had Alex Caravan at the 4, it would all be wrapped up. All these elite centers, if they just had Alex Caravan, would be
on my Mount Rushmore. It's Alex Caravan with 2 different expressions on one side, and Joey Hauser on the other side with 2 different expressions. Those are my 4s. Hashtag my 4s. Wow. I don't hear about any other 4s.
I have some competition in your white boy rankings, apparently. Do you consider me a 3? Is that why I don't get consideration here?
Yeah, you're a 3.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Strictly a 3.
That's fair. In my current state, I like when I get guarded by 4s. I don't like when I get guarded by 3s. I got nothing for 3s. I got something for 4s. So, by the way, when in your playing days, great Albion Brits legends at center, by the way, here for those that don't know, Carter Elliott. Who were your 4s?
Oh man, my 4s were black holes. But they got buckets though, but they were black holes.
So like instead of an Alex Caravan type, more of like a Deshaun Thomas type.
Yeah, like I was more Alex Caravan than the 4-man was. Like I was the one that made the right play and I was dishing. When our 4-man caught the ball, it was I only see hoop.
Got it. Well, I was going to say, I'm glad you're comparing yourself to Caravan, because you certainly were not Donovan Clingan. And I don't mean that as a diss to you. I mean that as a compliment to you, because Donovan Clingan wasn't here tonight. Donovan Clingan didn't show up for this game.
Well, that's because Donovan Clingan isn't the best center in the Big East.
He also was in foul trouble, and
he's hurt.
Depending
there's no way he's healthy in my eyes either.
Yeah, I mean he's off the injury. We know that, and played very limited minutes. But the point is, like, he's not doing anything. Like,
You're out. He's out there and he's not doing anything.
We can simultaneously say like, oh, he's hurt and he's playing limited minutes, but also like he had 7 against Indiana in 30 minutes, and then he had 7 in 12. Like, I don't know. Like, he's not. You didn't expect double digits from Donovan Clingan in one of these 2 games at the Empire Classic?
Yeah, doesn't make sense. It doesn't make much, especially like with Shedrick out. Like,
I just don't know. I don't know. And look, it's obviously very good for UConn that they don't need Donovan Clingan to go win a game like this. But at some point, like, don't you just kind of want to see it? Like, we're talking about this with Zach Edey on nights where he gets 25. We're like, at some point, I want to see a good Zach Edey game. I can't sit here and watch Edey go for 25 and say that, and Donovan Clingan goes for 7, and we're not like, hey, can you show me something, Don? Like,
we got to see something for sure.
I just want to see it, because I do think, like, with where everybody else is at, if Donovan Clingan just is the guy we thought Donovan Clingan would be this season, then they go from like top 5 team to best team in the country. Like, I think UConn has a very clear case that they are just, no questions asked, the best team in this sport the moment that Donovan Clingan shows up as the guy we all expected him to be.
Yeah, 100. And you know what? He will too. I think it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no way everything that everyone saw last year was just like a fluke. It just isn't. I think that once he gets fully healthy, comfortable, full minutes, full go, he will be that guy. And in the meantime, UConn's just going to continue to just knock off teams and win games while all that's happening. Then, more power to them.
Yeah. With that said, Samson Johnson was really, really good tonight. I wasn't expecting that at all, but you got 27 minutes from him, almost a double-double, 15 points, 8 rebounds. I thought, honestly, like, just eye test wise, I thought you kind of looked better with Samson Johnson than Donovan Clingan tonight. And yes, you can probably point directly to an injury there, or something else going on, but just nice to know they have some depth there. Good Cam Spencer game. We haven't really talked about Cam Spencer since the news that he transferred. Actually, now that I'm looking, was it that good of a game? He didn't shoot that great.
He didn't shoot that well, but 16, 5, and 5,
And just solid. That would be the word I would use to describe it. Like, they're not asking too much of him. If you watched Cam Spencer at Rutgers last year, which I doubt many UConn fans did, they were constantly asking too much of him. And that's why Rutgers struggled, was because Cam Spencer had to do everything, and you don't want that for your basketball team. If Cam Spencer can step in and be the 4th option and attack late shot clock situations, playing off of what Newton creates and playing off of Caravan and spacing the floor for Clingan, then he's perfect. Like, this is a situation where I think we have the perfect role for a good player, and it might make that good player into a great player.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't know. The thing with Cam Spencer, and I didn't want to go off on a tangent about this, but we might have to address this at some point, of our comments about the Rutgers guys leaving and what that would do to Rutgers this season, just because of some recent developments that have happened. But at the end of the day, there's just so many guys on this UConn team that play extremely hard and extremely well and can get it done. Like, you go down the roster, and did we do that exercise yesterday where it's like guys you trust? Or guys, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Like,
who's a guy? That was it. Who's a guy?
Yeah, like I trust Caravan. I trust Solomon Ball. I trust Tristan Newton. I trust Cam Spencer. I trust Donovan Clingan. Like, it's just all guys on this roster. Like, even like guys like Hassan Diarra, I trust. It's just, I feel like they got so many guys that you can count on and depend on and play really, really hard.
Yeah. I think they right now are one of 3 teams in the country that I think has an argument for being the best team in the sport.
And who would that? Would that be Purdue, UConn, Kansas? Who are you going?
I think it's UConn. I think it's Arizona.
And
I think it's whoever wins Maui.
Oh, those are the 3. So you're not giving it to Purdue yet. So right now it's 2.
It's UConn, it's Arizona, and the 3rd spot is a spot. It's secured already. It's not reserved. It's secured. It's just whoever wins Maui.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. On the Texas side of things, we were waiting for a Dylan Mitchell game. Got a good one tonight. I think that was a big part of why Texas was in this game. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 for 12 from the floor, 37 minutes. Looked like the breakout star that we wanted to see. Outside of that, we talked about it. They don't got a lot of guys, really. Ithiel Horton, apparently he's just going to get you 11 every single night off the bench. That's good to know, but I don't think you're ever going to really get more than that. And again, this team is still a team that is going to need volume shots from their backcourt, who were inefficient tonight, 2 for 7 from 3 combined. And this is a team that starts Brock Cunningham. And tonight they started 2 Brock Cunninghams. So what do you do with that?
Yeah. Time to do a 24-hour flip rule on this. I'd like to sell my Final Four Texas stock. Just like
is this the first official 24-hour flip of the season for us?
Yeah, it is. And I feel confident I might not flip back either. Where it's just what it is. Like Max Asmus and Tyrese Hunter are just going to be inefficient. And I thought like maybe one of them would be inefficient on a nightly basis, but like still get their points. But if both of them are going to come out and be inefficient, and you're going to get cardio from Brock Cunningham, I don't really know if I can really buy this team. And I want to like so bad, because I think at full strength, if you can get what Dylan Mitchell gave you tonight, I mean, you can't expect it on a nightly basis, but if you could expect half of what he did tonight on a nightly basis, mesh that with the guard play and Caden Shedrick being a major piece, there's something there. But if you're just going to get inefficient nights from Max Asmus and Tyrese Hunter on a nightly basis, I just can't buy into this. And, you know, Tyrese Hunter ended up with 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I think that's really a fake box score. He did not play well whatsoever. A lot of that happened late in this game. So, yeah, I reluctantly have to sell like my Texas to the Final Four stock because I don't see these guards taking an efficiency turn anytime soon. I think they just might be inefficient players.
Yeah. Real quick, positive note. Brock Cunningham, your jaw looks chiseled these days. I just want to say that. Like, you look like you've been eating fruit and running a mile every morning, just like I have been. It looks incredible. Outside of that, you said Dylan Mitchell, you're not going to get this every night. Why? Why is it crazy to expect 20 and 8 from a guy we think could be a lottery pick if he played to his ceiling? That's what this team needs.
It needs it, but like, do you think you're getting 20 and 8 a night from him?
I think they need it.
I was just being more realistic. I was like, just give me 15 and 6.
McDonald's All-American dude in year 2 on a team that desperately needs it and has an opening for him playing 38 minutes a game, shooting 12. Like, just do it. Go out and do it is where I'm at with him. Like, you saw tonight, Syracuse is a bad team, but like, Judah Mint's going to get his 20 one way or another because he needs to, right? I want to see a little mince action sprinkled on Dylan Mitchell. Go hunt shots the same way your guards are hunting shots. The moment of the night that summarizes the guards for me with Texas is Tyrese Hunter down 10 with 47 seconds left, comes down, kills about 7 seconds just rocking for no reason, and then dribbles into a 2-dribble elbow pull-up. Like, just, there's no chance to come back if that's what you're doing. If you're killing clock and then taking a stupid and that's Tyrese Hunter in a nutshell to me. It's like, I have no idea what's going on in that kid's head ever. I just don't know. I always have loved the promise, but even really since he was at Iowa State, I just haven't seen it. And Asmus, at least you know what he's going to go out and do. I really do believe he's going to be like a 4 for 14 guy on a nightly basis. And that's what he was tonight. And I'm sure there will be nights he goes 9 for 11. And I'm sorry. He's not only going to shoot 11 shots, like 17 for 21. Like, there will be nights like that, just maybe once a month instead of once a week. And that's a problem for Texas.
Yeah. You know, like the don't buy the team that had a good tournament run if they weren't that great, like the whole regular season.
Yep.
I think people might be holding on to that Tyrese Hunter late Iowa State run just a little bit too much. That might have just been him getting hot.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. So, all right, we'll see. All right, gun to your head quickly. UConn is the what best team in the country?
UConn is the second best team in the country.
Second? That's the word?
Second, yes.
There's another gun to your head. Texas is the what best team in the country?
Texas is the 14th best team in the country.
There's no more guns to your head. Good job. Crazy answer for 14th for Texas, though. Crazy. What's Louisville, 15th?
Huh?
Is Louisville 15th?
28th. I'm kidding. They're not. I will never, ever leave Texas. I won't leave them. I might sell my Final Four stock, but I'll be by their side. If there needs to be somebody there for Rodney Terry, I will be there.
What are you, Coach Taylor? Is that what this is?
I will be there for Texas. Clear eyes, full heart. They got card.
I will never, ever leave Texas.
ever. I don't care. And I don't care if they hurt me. They can hurt me all they want. I know it comes from a place of love. I would never leave them.
Clear eyes, full cart. Can't lose.
Can't lose.